वलीद भाई, वलीद भाई,
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Has to turn it on. Mohammed Hassan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright, so I would like to first of all welcome you in the BAITUSSALAM Olympiad 2021 and wishing you all the best, and would like to let every student know about the rules. That is, you have been given 7 minutes altogether, and after the 6 minutes there is going to be a buzzer, which is going to be an indication for you that you have got only 1 more minute to complete your presentation. And after 7 minutes, you don't have to speak further because it's going to have a negative marking. Alright, so make sure that you complete your presentation within 7 minutes. Wishing you all the best, and you may start now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Hassan Khan and I am from Starling School. So, today the topic that I am going to talk about on is role of education in developing the nation. So, first of all, what is education? Education is the main development factor of every nation. This is because education essentially stimulates the quality of essentially education essentially stimulates the quality of a human capital on which it depends the successful use of available natural resources and the monetary capital of a country. This is why some little countries which are rather poor in natural resources can be explained by their developmental policies. Moving toward the next slide, power of decision making. A new, s- a new study has found that education can a new study has found that education can be ex- a new study has found that education can be leveraged or decision making can be done by education. Why does young people use development use help to do the development of the nation? As young people has a vital role in building the nation, as they
You can do it. You're doing pretty good. You please carry forward.
how does young people uh, build the nation?
Hassan, you may move to the next slide, and inshallah, you will be able to do it better.
Freedom. Education leads to the freedom, as it is stated that education will lead to freedom. Poverty. In developing countries like Pakistan, poverty is being
Your time is moving forward. You please keep moving your slides too.
technology. Education leads to the technology, as it is stated that if there is education in a country, it will lead to the technology in rise. Europe is education has to contribute to the three most points in the developing of a society, in the development of an individual, and the development of an economy. Women education. Women education. Why women education is so important? Jazakallah.
Keep it up, Muhammad Hassan. I would like to call the other participant, Muhammad Hassan Abdullah and Muhammad Saad Abdullah from BAITUSSALAM Talagang. Please come forward, both of you. I did announce it. Do I need to repeat? Let both of them come first on the stage. Muhammad Hassan and Muhammad Saad, you both take one of the rostrums so that we can see both of you. Okay, let me tell you one thing, that as I have just mentioned it prior as well, you've got altogether 7 minutes. After 6 minutes, there's gonna be a buzzer. That's an indication for you that you've got a minute more to complete your presentation. Is that fine with both of you? You both can test your mics. Test your mics. Test your mics so that your voice is clear.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
That's pretty fine. All right. So wishing you all the best, and you may start your presentation now. This is what I want to I think we shouldn't be doing it back to back. Like 3 o'clock. Serial number I know. 7558 and 7559 for the judges. 7558, it's serial number 4. Are you both ready to go? You're both ready to start?
Yes.
Just a second.
Alright, so please start.
Just a second. Is a matter of life and death for Pakistan. Education is a matter of life and death for Pakistan. The world is progressing so rapidly that without requisite advances in education, not only shall we be left behind others, but may be wiped out altogether. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Hassan Abdullah along with my brother Saad.
Yes, the name is Saad Abdullah.
We have come from a town in Punjab. The institute goes by the name Jamia BAITUSSALAM.
Talagan campus.
Developing nations is a long-term process lasting decades, and there is nothing more significant in this regard than education. By the end of today's presentation, we hope to convince everyone in this auditorium and many others watching live on social media that education is detrimental. We will be covering the role of education in these fields and, more importantly, talk about the hurdles in our development in education.
First of all, education's role in developing national unity. As we all know that unity in a nation is its most important feature, without which its survival is impossible. Education can instill unity and cohesion in a nation, as an educated citizen always considers all the people as equal. Education can also enable the people to make collective effort for the betterment of the nation. other than pursuing personal and family income only.
Well, do we have any examples of such nations?
Yes, I think Turkey is a good one in this regard. Education there has made them into one united nation, and their people, despite their differences, stand together as one whenever the country faces a major threat. Economy. An unquestionable fact. Education can make our economy better. Well, it's true, because educated professionals are self-dependent and self-reliant, who can earn for themselves and not a burden on the country. Educated policymakers can also develop and implement robust economic policies which can steer the economy of a nation in the right direction. Corruption is also a result of ignorance. When the people lack moral character, and that encourages honesty and integrity in dealings. Moral values and social awareness. Education in its true sense and meaning has the potential to develop moral values such as kindness, empathy, justice, and brotherhood in people. With education, social awareness is also boosted, which results in people knowing their rights and the rights of others, hence making them responsible members of the society.
Thank you, Saad, for highlighting the role of education in developing a nation. But ever wondered that why our country, Pakistan, did not get the desired results despite having an education system spread in every nook and corner of the country?
Maybe because kids like you do not study and waste time.
Fake news. In fact, there are deep-rooted problems in our education system that hamper the development of a lovely nation. Considering the time limitations, let me go through a couple of them.
और लाहौर में महकमा स्कूल एजुकेशन की मुबैना करप्शन सामने आई है, जहां पर महकमा स्कूल एजुकेशन ने कंप्यूटर लैब्स के सामान की दुगनी कीमत में खरीदारी की है।
महकमा स्कूल एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट ने 5 करोड़ रुपए का सामान 11 करोड़ रुपए में खरीदा है। लाहौर में महकमा स्कूल एजुकेशन की मुबैना करप्शन सामने आई है।
Firstly, we are a country which has given the least importance to education since early stages. One indicator is the annual spending on education is mere 2.3%.
But Hassan, the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan says, and I quote, "The state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of the age of 5 to 16 years in such manner as may be determined by law."
Well, that's right. But the issue is implementation, which brings me to the mismanagement of funds and corruption. The pinnacle of it is commonly used term ghost schools. Schools that don't exist on grounds, but their expenses are drawn from government funds. Hard to believe, isn't it? Next, I come to parallel education streams. There are various education systems running in our country. O-level, A-level, metric, and religious madaris education. And all of them are poles apart from each other. And the consequence is a wide variety of individuals who have different mindsets, different lifestyles, and even different incomes. So, creating disunity in the society. Problems, everywhere problems. I will, according to my limited knowledge, try to present some solutions too. We need to take a firm resolve on zero tolerance to mismanagement and corruption, as any such element in our education is lethal for our generations. Lastly, an introduction of technology can also help in monitoring the mismanagement. One example of it is biometric attendance in schools. Lastly, and most importantly, there is a dire need to develop a unified education system that caters for modern needs of the global village, along with the consideration of culture, family values, and religion. The government has the responsibility to make efforts in this regard.
Mohammed Hassan, I have got a question for you. As you mentioned that we do have multiple education system in our country, such as the Arakan board, federal, matric streams, and the O levels, and we do have Islamic institutions as well. The question is, how should the Islamic institutions incorporate the worldly education balanced with their curriculum, so that their children, when they go out after graduating being alim, they should be able to cope up with the world confidently?
You can take an example of both of us. Alhamdulillah, we both are Hafiz, and we both are doing O-levels as well.
So what do you think, where would you be standing once you get graduated and complete your alim course? Would you be able to compete with the other students of the different school, the mainstream schools?
Yes, as in our institution, A-level and Arabic, they both go parallel.
That's really good. But this is only within your institutions. And my question is general for every Islamic institution. How shall they do it the way you people are doing it?
So, I mean, institutions like our one, they are needed for the country.
Saad, the question for you is, how do you see yourself? Where will you be standing? As you were talking about the educations, the corruptions, economy and everything, how will you be contributing as a true educationist once you get graduated?
Can you please ask the question again?
My question is, once you will be graduated, how are you going to contribute yourself as a true educationist for our society?
Like as he said, the solutions to the problems really need to be solved. And for them, we need honest people. Inshallah, I will try to be.
Okay, see, honest people are not only enough, because we do need to make sure that we are having problem solvers as well. So these problem solving skills should be incorporated as well in education.
There will be people.
All right. Thank you very much, both of you. Have a really good day.
Thank you and Jazakumullah.
Wait, hello, wait. There's another just to ask you a question.
You've done a really good job with presenting and enlightening us with information on the role of education in a developing system. I noticed that you shared a clip about how certain equipment was ordered and more was paid for it than was justified, right? A high price was paid for it. But then later in your slides, some of the solutions you shared were like saying no to tolerance, like say no, zero tolerance policy, as well as biometric attendance and some of those things. But in terms of that specific example that you shared, would your solutions be applicable to that one? If yes, why? If not, why?
Can you repeat the last part?
So, you know the news clip that you shared about the laptop computers that were ordered and the equipment that was ordered?
Yes, I shared.
What would be a solution to a problem like that? What can we do to...
Introduction of technology, of course. If we have a good technology, we can take care of mismanagement and corruption. As in China, you know, their whole country is being tracked by cameras.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to welcome the other two candidates from the Hub School, Daniel Khan 7024 and Ali Dosattar 7071. May I have both of you on the stage, please? Daniel 7024 and Ali Dosattar 7071. I have already announced. May I have you on the stage, please? Ali and Daniel, please take your position. Just a moment, you are going to be provided the caller mic so that you can move around and can speak more confidently. Can we have your mic testing?
Hello?
Alright, so as you all know that you're going to be given 7 minutes altogether. After 6 minutes there's going to be a buzzer, and after completion within 7 minutes you're going to have some questions from the judges that you need to answer. Is that fine with both of you? Wishing you all the best.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Today, the topic that we have to represent is the role of education in developing the nation. Today, my name is Daniel Khan and my partner Aldo Satar from the Hub School.
Today we will represent what are the roles of education in development of the nation. In introduction, Education is a major investment in human capital development. Education is a significant sector in development of the nation. Looking back and flipping the pages of the history, the importance of the education be observed.
What factors a nation develops a nation?
Economy,
Talents and virtues,
human resources,
social and national integration,
democratic values,
international understandings.
and the arts are from one tree, and the name of the tree is education.
Generally, education plays a trickle-down effect in following areas:
Development of individual personalities,
development of talents and virtues,
development of human resources,
increasing production,
moderate,
promotion of social and international integration,
developing democratic values,
establishing a socialist pattern of society,
developing secular outlook,
promotion of international understandings,
increased production. Education actually equips men and women with the latest or advanced knowledge of technology. If they will be educated enough to control heavy machinery in the factories, the rate of production will actually increase. After the increasing of the production, the trade percentage and the GDP of a country can also increase. Develops and virtues.
The key to develop our nation is the cultivation of talents and virtues, and practical virtues. The vacant mind, sophisticated, such as skills and desirable attitudes are the indicators of national development.
Education actually helps to unfold all the talents of the country, such as if somebody is having a latest knowledge or in technology, such as mobile phone, who actually invented the touch phone. He actually get a vision into his mind to have a touch phone. The phone should actually work on our fingers. That was the actually talent of his, and the man of the country actually appreciated his talent. That now we are using the touch. Everyone is having a touch mobile in his phone, in his pocket, because of his talent, or you can say his vision.
Development of human resources.
Human resources developed is actually a key of economic of development of a country. It is the maximization or the realization, the potential of human being, as well as optimum or utilization economic for social progress. Development of individual personalities.
Education aims it all around development of individual personalities in all its manifestations, such as physical, mental, social, and spiritual. So without development and individual or national progress remains a dream. Promotion of social and national integration.
Social cohesion is the stepping stone. National integrations. If we will be united there will be no religions. That everyone is separated. That he is a Hindu, I am a Muslim. They all are separated. If they will be united, the nation or the country will actually grown up, because there will be any difference between the people. The integrations will actually increase. Developing democratic values.
Education fosters democratic values by following ways:
Organizing student self-government in schools.
Decentralizing educational management and administration. developing secular outlook.
Education fosters outlook in the following ways.
Provision of instruction in moral and spiritual values.
Incorporated, well-fitted information about each other.
Presentation of ideas of social justice and social services before the citizens.
Helping citizens rationally in the all religious, as well as I said in before. Promotion of international understandings.
For the national development, like the national integration, internationalism is of crucial importance. It can be promoted by education by the following ways.
Stressing the solid contribution given to the various nations in the process of about the communities.
Helping in fostering cosmopolitan outlook.
Eliminating negative attitudes out of our mind. Is all above. It's clear that education is having a critical function in development of the nation. There is no doubt that education is having a directly linked with the process of building and development of the nation. Thank you for listening to all.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for presenting us with your idea. I just want to ask your opinion. What do you think the biggest challenge that we are facing right now in terms of education, and how do you think we are going to overcome it?
Sorry sir, can you repeat?
I'm asking, what do you think the biggest challenge that we are facing right now in terms of education, and how do you think we are going to overcome it?
Sir, the corruption in the education system.
And how do you think we are going to overcome it?
So we will actually overcome that, sir, if the one who is, sir, associated the job, sir, actually he is, sir, not doing it as well. That if the, sir, as well as the man came, that the, sir, if the computers of the are only, sir, of 3,000 computers are of 2 crores. So the corruption is increasing, like they are taking 6, giving the only 1 crore or minimum 70 to 60 lakh in the computer on the computers. Actually, we can overcome it if there will be communities on them. If there will be a higher officer that he don't need any black money. He is actually honorable, or you can say honest. So he will actually not take the black money of in the education from the education department.
The second point is that we have to give the self-government to the students in the schools.
Okay. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Yeah, sure. I would like to welcome our other participants, Sayyid Bilal Wajaha 7513 and Anas 7512 from BAITUSSALAM, Karachi. May we have you on the stage, please? (7513) Sayyid Bilal Wajahat, 7512 Anas. Who is Wajahat? Okay, Wajahat, how old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
Good. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Good.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Bilal Wajahat, and he's my co-presenter and associate.
Assalamu alaikum. It's the 6th of August, 1945. American B-29 bomb. It's not working. It's the 6th of August, 1945. American B-29 bomber drops the world's first deployed atomic bomb on Hiroshima, turning the once bustling city into a silent graveyard. 3 days later, a second bomb is dropped on Nagasaki, inflicting further devastation on Japan, forcing Japanese to surrender unconditionally to America. The Japanese emperor, however, surrenders and accepts their influence to be minimized, armed forces to be ended, and policies to be recommended by Americans.
But they did not compromise on one thing. Do you know what that was?
Education?
Yes, exactly. It was education. It was education which Japan did not compromise on. Hence the same country, Japan has now become the world's third largest economy. And it's also one of the major sources of global capital and credit.
But what is education? Why did they choose only education? Does it only refer to the subjects being taught in schools, colleges, or universities? No, it does not. Education actually refers to training, which is not just limited to attaining expertise at certain subjects. Rather, education gives a person a complete code to lead their lives in a way that benefits the nation as a whole.
Education is like a software which is required to run the system of your body and soul. If the wrong software is installed in the brain, the mind will not function as it should. If the right software is installed in the brain, the mind will function without any error. This type of education is required for being a prosperous and leading nation.
Science. We believe science is one of the fundamental elements of education because science is everywhere and it helps us a lot. It teaches us how to encounter the greatest of the problems like diseases and plagues, for example. In today's world, one which has been drowned in the panic of COVID-19, modern scientists rose and successfully ended up creating the vaccination for this deadly virus. Likewise, through technology of this modern era, our lives are at ease and comfort. No need to attend business deals by meeting. Debating, laughing, and chatting through electronic devices have made our lives so much more luxurious and easy. To sum up, science and technology play a vital role in dealing with the affairs of this life.
Economy.
How is economy benefited by education?
Economic growth means an increase in real GDP, an increase in the value of national output, income, and expenditure. Essentially, the benefit of economic growth is higher living standards, higher real income, and the ability to devote more resources to areas like healthcare and education. Education provides new talented people to the country, who if used in the right way can be very beneficial to the country. Education increases the literacy rate of a nation, which will provide new jobs to the new generation. Hence, the economy will boost, the country will be benefited financially. Moreover, educated people tend to produce more output and well-standard products, which may be demanded overseas, thus will increase exports.
Now let's talk about the education provided to us 1400 years ago. Before the arrival of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the Arabian Peninsula was an abyss of darkness. Killing, looting, abusing of all human was common. But then the stars sparkled, who changed the most barbaric into the most civilized people.
Yes, when the Prophet ﷺ's greatness was shown to the humanity, all evil eradicated from the sacred city of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, people learned how to live their lives and the interaction with people changed. Hence, those who were uncivilized rose up to be the great companions, Sahabas of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And this was the outcome of the education Prophet ﷺ provided them with.
Now a question arises, how can contemporary education along with Islamic knowledge be helpful to the nation?
Necessary is not nation, but their education. You may have heard the famous saying, a pen is mightier than a sword. It is so believed because education is the basis of a nation. If you take a glance of China, you will see it succeeding in every way possible. For their education is thought to be more influencing and excellent result giving than ours. Therefore, we are unable to prosper and grab the peak of success. Now hops in the matter of Islamic knowledge and contemporary education, meaning which is more useful. According to some people, a man stays illiterate despite him having attained the Islamic knowledge.
But according to our elders, they believe that Islamic knowledge along with contemporary education is a must for the upcoming generations. In a nutshell, all wraps up to an education. which can also be seen that 10% of success relies on the nation and the rest 90% on education. In the light of the cited intermediate points, it is concluded that through quality education, we can develop and civilize our nation, boost our economy, achieve higher progress in the fields of science and technology, and rise as a successful nation on the globe of this world. If our education system takes a fresh breath to its re-existence, I assure you all in this auditorium that my Pakistan is going to prosper and be amongst the ruling ones.
Inshallah.
May I ask a question? Do you have? All right. MashaAllah, you both have delivered pretty well. I have a question. Since you were emphasizing a lot on science and technology, what I believe is it's there at the moment in the world, but something which is missing, that is the emotional intelligence and the moral values. People are getting quite successful, but they are not really having the emotional intelligence. So how should education incorporate the moral values in the curriculum, that the student should be a good human being, a good Muslim, rather than only being a scientist and a doctor or AI specialist?
You see, that is what our Prophet ﷺ taught us. You know, he gave knowledge along. He also taught them how to live as a good human being. That is why we emphasize on contemporary education along with Islamic knowledge.
It must be in the Islamic institutions. My question is, it should be everywhere, because Islamic institutions, and whereas the worldly schools and the universities, they are more in numbers. Right? So how shall we be doing it, the moral values in the students?
So that is our goal. We have to achieve that goal, that bringing in contemporary like schools and colleges, we need to bring this Islamic knowledge as well with them. We need to teach them this as well. That is our goal of our elders. That is what we are doing. We are doing our O-levels along with Islamic knowledge. So that is a goal we have to achieve.
MashaAllah.
Assalamu alaikum. Guys, very well presented. I have a question. You said about the role of scientific knowledge in the progressions of nation. So, looking at the 21st century innovation and inquiring-based knowledge that we require. So, how is the education system preparing students for inquiring and innovation-based learning in the future?
Can you repeat the last part again?
I just want to ask you that you talked about different solutions being offered to different problems in the modern era. And you know that with the passage of time, there will be more problems facing the world. So how are you going to prepare the coming generations for those future problems?
Well, that depends on the problems that will come up. But we think if we are ready morally and educated and we have the information, I think we could encounter anything that comes up in the upcoming years or decades.
How can the teaching and learning change, or how can the teaching and learning in schools can actually prepare students for this challenge?
You see, we get information from the schools. Okay, so there's a difference between information and education. Implying what you get from the schools, that is information. But implying it in your life, that will make it education. So I think whatever is being taught in schools and these places, like colleges, we should bring it in our daily life so that, you know, we could get used to the new upcoming problems in life and use the education information to help us in our lives.
That was a great presentation. Thank you. I wanted to ask, in terms of highest priority, what do you think are the 2 or 3 things that we need to better our education system here in Pakistan?
Oh, actually there are a lot of them, but I think that, as I said, information is given, has been given in every school. But like Saji said, and the sir said, we need to, what do you call, he said something about implying, oh, sorry. Yeah, no, the other thing. Yeah, moral values. Look, like, we need to imply Islamic knowledge to those institutions. I think because, you know, to live a better life, we have information, we have a lot of information. But, you know, to imply that in our lives, we need Islamic knowledge, and that teaches us a lot. So I think Islamic knowledge in etiquettes and these things, moral values, we need this Islamic knowledge of these moral values to be at the top. Like, teach them how to, you know, what has been taught by our Prophet to live as a good human at first. Information is there. We have a lot of information in schools. But these Islamic morals is to be taught in schools, I think, at the highest point.
Do you think government or you know, the education department of our government should establish more clear guidelines about what exactly should be taught in schools, or should, you know, establish a better standard? Do you think?
Exactly. I think the government should consult the madaris as well, to, you know, to consult them. How should everyone should sit together, the schools, colleges, and the university people, the principals, and the madaris people as well. And they should make a single curriculum in which our, what do you call this, nation could run on. That way everyone will have one curriculum, and then we can develop as a successful nation, I guess.
That's great. And last question, how did you prepare for the presentation?
I don't get that. What do you really mean by how did you prepare for it?
So, you know, how did you put this together? Like,
how did we put this together?
Yeah,
we actually,
practice.
Yeah, we actually sat, we went through different teachers of ours, we got their ideas, we got to some students, we got them their ideas, add something of ours, and, you know, we took the fundamental elements, like what we really need in our education nowadays. So we tried to put it together.
Thank you so much. It was a great presentation. I'd like to ask one question only, and that is, you, in your presentation, you have quoted two countries. One,
Japan and China.
Japan and China.
Yes.
And you said that their education, or they are emphasizing the education. The question is, can you name one Islamic country which is emphasizing the education system? What I mean is, what is the role of faith in the education?
The role of faith in education.
First, explain the role of faith in the education, and the second question is, can you name any Islamic country?
For now, I think I don't think if there's any country who is educating both of the things, like contemporary education. I think this institution, our institution, is doing both things, first of all. So the second question of yours was, I don't think really there's any country who is, you know, going ahead or is in contemporary education as well and Islamic knowledge as well, but Pakistan, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Jazakallah khair, both of you. I'm wishing you all the best. I would like to call the other participants, 7844, 7843. May I have you on the stage, please? 7844, 7843. I hope the participants know their codes, or do I need to tell their names? You told me not to announce the names, so therefore I'm not doing it. I can actually tell the name of a child, and that's what I can do. Muhammad Arham and Abdullah bin Yasir. Muhammad Arham, Abdullah bin Yasir, may I have you on the stage, please?
Abdullah is going. Yasir is absent now. Arham is absent now. Abdullah bin Yasir is which I
Oh yeah, why not? Abdullah, are you there?
Hello. Hello. Bismillah.
Just a moment. Arham is absent. 7844.
Aram is not here.
Yeah, we know it. But we know it that you will be inshallah making it possible. Abdullah, I hope you know that you've got 7 minutes altogether, and after 6 minutes you will be hearing a buzzer sound, and then you will be given only a minute to complete your presentation.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Very good. Wishing you all the best.
Can I start?
Of course.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Abdullah bin Yasir from grade 8B of Hira Foundation School. Today I would like to discuss about role of education in developing the nation.
Which school? Hira Foundation.
A critical view. Education is a driving force for the national development and economic growth depend on it. Education gives us skills that need to help us in poverty or in other words into prosperity. Unfortunately, despite such greatness, education has been transformed into mere precepts of educational expenses, what we call degrees or certificates. But in the nowadays, the shift between traditional and modern education has just begun. It could be an infinite transformation. It could be wrapped up all in a while. How it all began. To enable education play its role. However, education itself needs to be developed first. Every loose knot must be tightened up. Every gray must be marked as white or black. Every inch of the policies must be measured well, so that it can bring results for the development of nation. Education improves our societies, individuals, their minds, people's health, and in national interest and integrity. Do you know major rules of education? Now I tell you. Number 1, social development. Number 2, mental development. And number 3 is physical development. And the last one is national development. But in the new beginning, the creation of man was enough for the mankind. However, being restless, humans never get satisfied. They always look for something new, exciting and comfortable. Thus, began the quest of modernization, comfort and luxury. However, such a technological advancement have always failed to protect standards, cultures, values and quality of life. Now we are getting spoiled through modern technology. So we need to work hard to change this worst environment of modern technology. Jazakumullah. Can you ask them questions?
Of course, why not? However, we are going to ask you some questions.
Abdullah, very well presented, beta. So, where do you see education in coming 100 years?
Sir, can you repeat your question again?
how do you see education changing in the future years according to the needs of the society? Okay, Abdullah, so what do you think are the roles of the teachers in school?
Can you ask again?
Abdullah, may I know what do you want to become?
Businessman.
Businessman. Oh, that's good. Okay, so once you become a businessman, will you be promoting education in your country?
Yes, I can.
All right, that's good. Jazakallah khair,
Thank
and
you.
wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
I would like to welcome the other two participants on stage, 8052, 8053. 8052, 8053, Sunain and Muhammad Bilal. May I have you on the stage, please? (8052) Sunain, 8053 Muhammad Bilal.
I don't think we have these people from Star Academy Secondary School.
Okay, so this is the last one.
Would you like you want to go?
Yeah, I have already called their names.
All right. Just go to me.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Bilal Malik and here is my accomplice Sunain Mushtaq. Today, our topic is based on three main keywords that are education, development and nation. It is quite decisive and crucial to develop a nation. This is because it has a strong social and economic standing that escalates their relationship with other sovereign states. Moreover, it gives them a strong and really respectable social value. It brings awareness to the cause and purpose to the citizen and lays of many building blocks for the development of a nation.
A nation can develop by many means of efforts, especially the ones that rank its reputation. Considering individual efforts, like simply not littering can make a huge difference. It can make the environment a lot cleaner. These small actions can make a huge difference, and these small actions, going to major actions like long-term expansions and multinational treaties, they can also develop our country as well by
further education, such as providing formative courses and technological researches to people that will allow them to produce more goods which are way more beneficial for the economy.
These help in a higher GDP and a rise in economic growth. Moving forward, national development can also be occurred by individual small efforts from the citizens, like getting employed basically, or getting a good job for their survival, or staying hygienic, being healthy, and judging between what is right and what is wrong and choosing the right thing, as well as being honest to ourselves and the society instead of going towards the unlawful and illegal activities.
Education. What is education? It is a very deep and vast word. Education is like lubricating the process of learning skills. It is like the acquisition of
learning moral values, ethics, and being aware of the current situation. Education as in development is based on three main keywords and fundamentals, that are morality, religion, and knowledge. Morality Let's start from talking about morality. In the life cycle of a person, they learn many lessons from their parents, schools, and things they experience and witness in life, which grants them the ability to distinguish between right and wrong. Moreover, morality gives one the ability to decide and realize what are the consequences of their decisions, helping them to decide what opportunities are best for them. Moreover, this further helps in being very efficient and making decisions, which is a very important attribute for future leaders to have, because they have to run the nation by giving good decisions. This is why morality is one of the main components for developing a nation.
In addition to that, we will discuss how the religious aspect contributes to the development of the nation. Well, it grants us the knowledge. It grants us the knowledge to understand the depth of our humanity. It enhances our soul, and it gives us the knowledge to understand our religions, so that we can understand the meaning of our life and prepare for what has to come in the future.
Knowledge. Knowledge is the base of everything. Without knowledge, there is no awareness. Therefore, there will be complete chaos. Knowledge basically is very important for us, because it helps us in understanding the situation of our country, which should therefore help us in benefiting. Because when we know, when we have the knowledge of what is the problem in our countries, so it will gradually and slowly allow us to understand what we can do to help our country in to progress. Knowledge allows us to discover and explore the outer world, which therefore helps us in making very important things and decisions for our country. What is the problem faced by an educated nation? One of the biggest problems that is faced by them is theft. Small crimes such as theft, educational problems such as, for example, people are not aware about laws. They break traffic laws, like it is not much big of a deal. They do theft, vandalism, that is basically destruction of property. This is what hinders the development in a country, because when people don't know about simple and small laws, how will they follow and realize the consequence, what will happen if they do big crimes such as murders, bribery, corruption, and embezzlement.
Apart from crimes, lack of education and awareness can also be a problem in development of the nation. Well, like for example, a farmer who does not know about technology and the modern techniques, he can sacrifice the productive potential of an economy. And in addition to that, people using harmful equipment such as pesticides can be a harm to the society as well, like in form of pollution, in form of contamination and destruction of human and natural resources.
But now the thing is, how can we as a nation play our role in developing the nation? Well, this is quite easy. We as a nation should provide kids whose parents can't enroll them into good schools. We have to provide kids the proper education by giving them programs. Moreover, workers need to be updated with the technology, the latest technology. We can do it by giving them proper education and programs that will allow them to be more productive and efficient. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, assalamu alaikum. Okay, questions, please.
Do you have any question? Does anybody have any question? All right. Jazakallah khair to both of you, and have a really good day. Please.
Okay, so.
7229-7230. Sayyid Ehtisham, Hasanat ur Rahman Khan. Are they present here in the auditorium right now? Star Academy School. May I announce the result? Okay. All right. May I have all the participants on the stage, so it would be great so that we all can see who were the brilliant students who gave presentation today. May I have all the participants on the stage who gave the presentation? Let me call out the names. Muhammad Hassan, Sayyid Bilal, Anas, Muhammad Hassan Abdullah, Muhammad Saad Abdullah, Abdullah bin Yasir, Daniel Khan, Ali Dost Sattar, Sunain, and Muhammad Bilal. Yeah, that we can do. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. First, let all of them be on the stage, then I'll start telling them where the areas. Where are the other participants? You were having your another friend. Where is he? He's not here. I'm unable to see Muhammad Hassan Khan as well on his stage. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 6 schools, but I see only 4 schools on the stage right now. Mr. Abu Muhammad, could you please help me have 6 schools on the stage? Because I see only 4 schools right now on the stage. We had 6 schools. Alright, and what about this? BAITUSSALAM Talang? They are not here right now. I want them to be on the stage. So why is not going? No, they look alike. They look alike, yeah.
We have here BAITUSSALAM Talagans student. If you know them, please call them out. If you know them, please ask them to join us on the stage. Or if they are participating in. Right, you're calling. All right. Please wait a while.
The Intellect is there, BAITUSSALAM is there, Hira Foundation is there, the Hub School is there. Okay, that's right, but at least we can have them. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because they are the runner. So, may I have one mic for them so that we may have some questions? Excuse me, the media team, could you please provide them a mic? May I have one wireless mic for them? Because it's really important to know your feedback, that how you are feeling, presenting yourself in front of the huge crowd so confidently. It's not that easy task.
Hello.
Yes, so you can start with, how was your experience presenting yourself?
I am still very nervous. I wasn't, but I'm still very nervous about it. And I'm quite very scared about the results because we didn't perform as well that we thought we would do.
Alright, your name is?
Bilal Malik, and this is my
Bilal.
accomplice.
Bilal, I need to inform you one thing, that you don't need to get worried and nervous. The reason why, because this is a competition, and in competition one needs to win. But you need to keep trying and make sure that you present next time in a way that you are going to be the winner. Well, I'm not announcing who is the winner at the moment, but I'm just giving you the answer, that you should stay still confident the way you were while presenting yourself. Alright? May I have the next candidate? No, your person. Yeah, this boy. Yes. What about you?
I was extremely nervous. My hand is still shivering.
Okay.
And we had a lot of things planned that went out of the way because of the incompatibility with the remote. So it was not up to our expectations, but we hope that you give us our results.
Okay, I need to tell you one thing. Remember, always in your life, whatever goes wrong by us, we should always accept it. The moment you accept it, you're actually ready to accept the defeat. Because giving the reason that why I couldn't perform well, it's not going to serve in the later on your life. So you need to make sure whatever has happened, you were responsible of it. Alright? Okay, move to the next. Yes, please. Such a young boy. Yeah, tell me.
I was quite confident, but there was some part of me that was feeling a bit nervous. But after all, now I'm desperate to know the result of.
Alright, may I have to the other one?
I was pretty confident.
Mashallah, you were.
When I was sitting there, I was shivering over there. But as soon as I hit the stage, I got some confidence.
Mashallah, you performed superbly.
Thank you.
Yeah, give it to him. How about yourself?
I am shivering and my legs is shivering during.
Alright, okay. However you are standing. However you're still standing, right? It's shivering. Okay, that's cool. Okay, may I have the other one? I hope the BAITUSSALAM Talagan, they are coming on stage. They're coming. Okay, yes please. What do you say?
I don't want to talk a lot, but I didn't thought that.
Okay, you can speak only a sentence.
Sorry?
You can speak only a sentence.
Actually, I didn't thought that I was quite confident enough to present my speech over here, but I got the confidence from my teachers, and that was all good.
Alhamdulillah. So, how long do I have to wait for the other two participants on stage? Alright, so I think it's time to announce the result. But before I announce the result, I need to tell you something really important when it's about a presentation. You see, inshallah, once you will be graduating from your schools, colleges and universities and will be entering in a corporate world, giving presentation, the most interactive giving presentation is the most important thing because you'll have to keep doing it. Alright, for that there are few things that you all need to ensure. The most important is your body language, your posture, gesture, your facial expressions, your voice intonation. These all are very important and they're going to have a greater impact when you speak because your words are only 7%. Whereas your intonation, your voice intonation, your body language, they are 93%. So please make sure that when you're presenting yourself, you concentrate on 93% more than 7%. 7% is the thing that you need to do as a homework before coming on a stage. Are you getting all of you? And then on the stage, your 93 is the most important. So I hope it's clear to everyone. If anybody wants to add anything, so please do let me know.
I'll speak in Urdu. ठीक है, आप सब ने बहुत अच्छा किया. रिजल्ट्स कुछ भी हों, लेकिन एज फार एज माय ओपिनियन इज मेरे लिहाज से आप सभी बहुत अच्छे हो क्योंकि जब मैं आपकी एज में था तो मैं ऐसी प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं दे सकता था. मुझे स्टेज फ्राइट था. जिस तरह से आप में से बहुत सारे लोग कांप रहे हैं या कांप रहे थे, बिल्कुल यही मेरा हाल था जब मैं इंटर की अपनी एजुकेशन मैंने की तब तक. तो मेरे हिसाब से तो आप सब बहुत अच्छे हैं. फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड कोई कुछ भी कहे, लेकिन फॉर मी यू ऑल आर द बेस्ट. और जो फीडबैक आपको आपके पास आया है कि प्रेजेंटेशन में क्या चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट होती हैं, आई वांट टू ऐड वन थिंग मोर इन दैट. आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स कंपैरेटिवली बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स से बहुत अच्छी हैं. इस एज में जब आप इतनी अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स दे रहे हैं तो मैं श्योर हूं कि आने वाले वक्त में आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स बहुत अच्छी होंगी. आपका अटायर, आपकी टोन, आपकी पिच, आपके बात करने का अंदाज, आपकी तमाम चीजें एक एवरेज स्टूडेंट से बहुत अच्छी हैं, जिसने कि मुझे बहुत ज्यादा इंस्पायर किया. सो फॉर मी यू ऑल आर द बेस्ट. डिस्पाइट के जो है रिजल्ट्स कुछ भी हों, बट फॉर मी यू ऑल आर द बेस्ट.
Just like to add one more thing. I think it is the confidence that takes you higher in life. So I must congratulate all of you for participating. I think participation is very important. And as the saying goes that those who accept failures and work towards improving themselves will further go ahead in life. So since the topic is education, so education also teaches us to accept failure with grace and move forward in life, and try to learn new things in life, and as you move forward try to accept change. So accepting change is very important, and molding yourself with how things are moving in life. You need to understand that you have to be the proponent of change. So leaders in the future adopt, they change, they accept change, and they learn from their mistakes. So well done guys, really appreciated the effort, people at your age doing such wonderful work, and this is just the beginning. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would like to second what some of the other judges have shared. You guys have done a really great job, and having the courage to present in the manner that you presented in such a big crowd, it's phenomenal work. I just want to kind of pick your minds a little bit. How was your experience like presenting? And more importantly, do you have any feedback for us for next year when we do this competition again, inshallah? Is there anything we can do better? Is there any tools that we can provide to help you prepare better? Do you have anything to share for us for next year?
Sir, in the changing of the presentation, sir, it was taking time with the remote. If sir, there is any betterment in that, sir, because most sir, in our speech in presentation, sir, more than sir 20 to 30 seconds were wasted.
That's a good suggestion. Thank you. Anyone else want to share anything with us? Oh, sounds good. Thank you.
Now we're coming on the stage because you did a great job. So announcing result while sitting, it's not something you all deserve it. So I would like to welcome all the amazing judges right on the stage so we can congratulate the winners. And it was really pleasure listening all of you while sitting right there. But it's good to announce on the stage. So first I'll be announcing the second runner-up, or I should announce the winner first. Runner-up first? Okay, that's good. Okay, they are gonna give you those who are gonna get the passes for the clothing ceremony, so you can understand they're actually, becoming the runner-up and also the winner. Let them be on stage. You please take the position. No, they cannot clap. It's not allowed. So what do you all think? I can have a little opinion from the audience as well. What do you think? Who performed really well? Yes, what do you think? Which one? And two? Okay, so fortunately, the result is both of them are from BAITUSSALAM. The difference is only one is a runner-up, the other one is the winner. And the runner-up are BAITUSSALAM Talagang. Please come forward. MashaAllah. Please, they will be handing over you the passes. And I believe that everybody would agree with the result that none other than BAITUSSALAM Karachi are the winners. Congratulations. MashaAllah, great job. Congratulations to everyone. Please come forward. Clap for them too. Please come forward. All of you. Jazakallah khair, everyone. Have a really good day. Allah Hafiz. We're starting spelling bee in the next 15 minutes. So those who are the participants of spelling bee, please get yourself ready because you are going to be on the stage in a little while.
फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. Fruitio, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस. Fruitio nectars, real taste of nature, a product of Shangri-La Foods. फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ, और इसीलिए है हमारी फैमिली की रियल चॉइस। फ्रूटियो नेक्टर्स, रियल टेस्ट ऑफ नेचर, अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शंग्रीला फूड्स। फ्रूटियो, जो बना है रियल फ्रूट्स की फ्रेशनेस के साथ,